Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke Logan helped Carter Walton and Hope Logan cover with Steffy Forrester in the design office. Steffy kept demanding to know what was going on, but Brooke said they were just talking about the before meeting and Carter's expansion plans. Steffy acted like Carter's ideas were too ambitious to come a reality and eventually advised him to be careful with Hope. After Steffy said she wouldn't be surprised if Hope was only backing Carter to keep her line alive, Brooke was offended and wondered if Steffy actually allowed Hope would deign so low. Steffy easily did suppose that, but Carter claimed he supported Hope for the future because he believed in it. After Steffy suggested about Ridge Forrester and Eric Forrester allowing Carter's plan was a altitudinous order, she prompted him to talk to her father and granddad himself. Steffy eventually pushed for a moment alone with Hope and asked her what was going on with Carter since his unforeseen defense of her line didn't add up. Away, Carter made a speech to Brooke about how Hope would no way have to question his fidelity. There would no way be a day when Hope didn't have Carter's support. Back with Steffy, she continued grilling Hope about the strange Carter situation. Hope argued they were just musketeers and associates, before defending Carter's luxury brand pitch. Steffy asked if Hope believed in Carter because of his big ideas or to get Hope for the future off the mincing block. Hope claimed she'd no way take advantage of Carter, but Steffy combated that she took advantage of Thomas Forrester by using him as an answer. Hope also went after John Finnegan, so Steffy blustered about that and made it clear that the only reason Hope's line was alive was because of her. Still, also she was done, and so was Hope for the future, if Hope crossed the line again. Carter eavesdropped Steffy hanging Hope and slogged in as he declared that was enough. After Carter suggested Steffy was abusing her power as CEO, he advised her to stop hanging the Logans and start appreciating their benefactions. Steffy heard Carter out, but she eventually claimed she was still his master and that he'd been doing some questionable effects recently. Defending Hope and Brooke wasn't helping matters as far as Steffy was concerned. After Steffy formally again advised Hope to stay down from Finn, she ambled out. Carter told Hope that Steffy was way out of line and that he refused to stand for it. Although Hope prompted Carter not to get in the middle of this, Carter claimed it was too late and that he meant it when he said he'd her back. Hope sounded touched as Carter said he'd always be there to defend her. In the CEO office, Eric told Ridge that it felt weird having to go against Carter, but his pitch just wasn't right for Forrester Creations. Once Ivy Forrester arrived with Electra Forrester, Ridge prompted them to make their pitch, despite Steffy's rejection. Ridge was impressed with Ivy's portfolio, so Ivy admitted she allowed. Steffy was letting particular issues cloud her judgment. After Ridge decided reviving the jewelry line was a good idea, Eric wholeheartedly agreed. Ivy and Electra celebrated as Eric suggested it was nice having redundant Forresters around since this was how you erected a heritage. As for Steffy, Ridge agreed to talk to her and get her on board with reviving the jewelry line after all. Brooke caught up with Ridge, who verified he wanted Ivy to revive the jewelry line with Electra as her adjunct. Brooke asked if Ridge could tell Steffy to stop with all the pitfalls while he was at it. Once Brooke complained about Steffy hanging to cut Hope's line again and letting her misprision for Hope affect her judgment, the content of Finn came up. Brooke assured Ridge that he didn't have to worry since Hope was no longer interested in Finn. Hope and Carter's love is sure to beget plenitude of drama as this plot moves along, so we'll pass along prognostications on all the fermentation and terrible news ahead. All hell is set to break loose at Forrester Creations. Cleaner spoilers say suckers wouldn't want to miss a moment of the drama. Steffy Forrester is set to make a shocking advertisement that could really hurt her family's pockets. Then's what's coming up next on B&B, keep reading for all the details. Queen Steffy has been a ticking time bomb at Forrester Creations, and Hope Logan has been walking on eggshells trying to save Hope for the future. Steffy will make a shocking advertisement in the boardroom that will produce chaos. There are only one of two effects Steffy could do. Either she's going to dismissal HFTF or fire Carter Walton anyhow, of which move Steffy makes, the other is a given. However, His new gal Hope Logan will most probably walk down from Forrester for good and take Hope for the future with her. If she fires Carter Walton. The problem is, Hope's mama has come veritably economic for the Forrester family since the relaunch of her lingerie company. However, Brooke's bedroom could also walk out the door, if Hope Logan leave, whether strongly or on her own accord. Still, also Carter Walton will most probably quit, if Steffy's big advertisement is that Hope for the future is removed. Losing Carter could actually hurt Forresters further than losing Hope and Brooke combined. After all, he's the man in charge of their finances. Anyhow, of what Steffy does in the boardroom, her father Ridge Forrester will support her decision, and that will only make effects more complicated at the office and at home at the Forrester mansion. After all, whatever Ridge does at the office, he has to answer to at home when he faces Brooke Logan. Steffy Forrester Finnegan earned her place in the family business. But the control she shares with her father is being hovered. The Logan family retains a contest with some members of the Forrester clan. Rather than Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes facing out, it's Steffy and Hope Logan in a renewed battle. Hope for the future is tied to an ambitious company expansion plan. Steffy is calling for restraint, but her forefather is open to Carter Walton's offer and wants to see Ivy Forrester succeed. Ridge Forrester finds himself in a familiar place. He's in the middle of erecting difficulties. His pattern involves striking a balance while trying to keep his families happy. As Eric intended, Steffy is Hisco Chief Administrative Officer. Together, they've led the company to great heights. Most lately, Ridge supported Brooke's return to elevation as the face of a revived Brooke's bedroom. Steffy opposed that idea, but she was secure enough to admit that her father was right and that Brooke succeeded. Ridge will see that the raising pressure involving Hope for the future is a different, far more particular fight that probably won't see Steffy yield. Hope no way anticipated Carter's interest in her. He credits Hope with inspiring him to present his Forrester Creations expansion pitch. Liam Spencer ended his rearmost marriage to Hope a while ago. In cleaner time. Also, she came involved with Thomas Forrester in what proved to be a wrong decision. Thomas's posterior bolt from Los Angeles, California, and surprising engagement to Paris, Buckingham, shook Hope. While she doesn't love Thomas enough to marry him, Hope believed they offered stability to their son, Douglas Forrester, and might come a family in time. So, the Carter option gives Hope renewed faith that her future could be better than anticipated. Steffy's name is on the company totem, not Hope's or Carter's. That has to count, and Wood's character will calculate on it when she sets her mark. All will be revealed when Steffy realizes that Hope is aligned with Carter. That point in the plot will force a choice to be made. Anyhow, of whatever Eric endorses or Ridge goes on with, Steffy will apply her say in the company she'll ultimately lead without her father. That assumes a distant future when he, like Eric, is no longer working day to day. Carter and Steffy are talking business in the Forrester main office. Carter thinks they should take their cue from the bedroom line and get a little aggressive. Steffy pushes back and also wonders if he thinks she's being too conservative. Carter does what he's supposed to and tells Steffy how dynamic and awful and amazing she's in her part. He believes Steffy is just who's demanded to move Forrester into the future. Carter thinks they should make a luxury brand through combinations and accessions. He reminds Steffy how Eric folded in Quinn's jewelry company and it was a huge success. Steffy also remembers how Eric also married Quinn and everything went to hell. When she left, so did the line. Carter says that doesn't mean they're out of the jewelry business. Just also, he gets a textbook and says he set up a meeting and asks Steffy to have an open mind. He also ushers in Ivy.